It's a different kind of commitment we're talking about, Scorpio. It's a true friendship. You know, the kind where they're down for anything. They'll do anything for you. In fact, you could arrive to the joint with one buddy and you could leave with another, but the one that you arrived with wouldn't even be upset that you left with another. That's how down they are. Greetings, Scorpio, all placements. Yeah, I took it out of the holder for this one because Buddy by Music Soul Child was coming through. And this song is so crazy, you guys. Like, it really is. But the more I thought about it, because I'm very monogamous, I'm not a poly person at all. That said, the more that I was like tuning into the song, I was like, it kind of makes sense and I'm not even mad at it. Like, it does make sense. There is truth in it. And I actually have so much more respect for people who can just flat out say, like, I'm not ready to commit to just one person. I want you to be like that number one spot, but at the same time, I'm not ready to commit with just one person, but I will be honest with you. Like, I will actually be honest with you, because we live in a day and age where I was talking about this in, I want to say it was Pisces reading. Yeah, it was Pisces reading earlier, where I was saying, like, it's always the really sweet guys, the really sweet lover boys that are just so sweet and they just don't hurt anything, that actually are like the worst cheaters, the most conniving, the ones who will lie, and like they will take that lie to their grave. Even like when you have proof. Even caught it on camera, it wasn't me. Saw the marks on my shoulder, it wasn't me. I even in the shower, it wasn't me. Yeah, but the song, girl, it would be fly if you were my B.U.D.D.Y, if you were my buddy. He's like, you know, we can go through the town. You're the one girl that I can always have fun with. You're always up for anything. My friends like you. Like, I like taking you out and about. You're actually fun to go out with. Like, that's the other thing, Scorpio. It's like a B.U.D.D.Y is someone that you're not trying to get away from on the Friday night and just be out with your boys, you know, doing all your shenanigans. Because she's cool with it. She doesn't have to necessarily partake in all of your shenanigans or to the level, but she's not going to like hound you about it or be mean about it or lecture you about it or mom you about it. She's cool. She's cool. She's down. She's super down. And if you're like, hey, I want to go romp around and have a little fun with that thing, but I don't care about that thing. I'm just curious about it. It's like, I want to go to like that restaurant real quick, but like you're my main restaurant. And when I thought about it, I was like, I mean, there is nothing wrong with that because he's being honest. So I don't know, for some of my Scorpios, you could have been someone who is like die hard one way, die hard the other way. And for some of my Scorpios, this can be someone that is usually more poly, that doesn't get emotionally involved at all and really does just like have fun hookups and that's it. And now all of a sudden they're like, I think I'm going towards, you know, a relationship, but not because I'm anti-relationship, but a buddy, a B.U.D.D.Y, someone who's like my main, someone who is a true friend, someone who's down in every situation, someone who isn't going to say that I'm betraying them for being honest and telling them, hey, I'm curious about that. Hey, I want to go make out with that. Hey, I want to go like spend some time and get to know that person over there. They're really attractive, but I'm coming home with you. Or, you know, whatever it is. But they're honest. They're honest. I don't know. And then for some of my Scorpios, you can be someone who's normally like super, super monogamous like me. And you can be like, maybe there is some like in-between phase where I am getting to know multiple people at once. But, you know, this is my main person and I'm pretty sure I want to end up with them. But there's also a freedom and a honesty and an authenticity to this connection where I can be honest with them and say, like, I'm really down for you and I'm pretty sure about this, but like, I still need to keep getting to know you. And when I'm curious about other people, I'm going to act on it and I'll tell you about it, but like, I'm, you know, it doesn't take away from you. And that's the thing, Scorpio, it takes really, really autonomous, independent people who deeply love themselves, deeply know themselves to not, first of all, use this as some sort of like jealousy tactic. But second of all, to not take it personal, to not get defensive, to not make it mean that you're not good enough or that, yeah, regardless. Now, I was also hearing numb by Live. So someone can also just be operating this way because they're numb. He says, he doesn't want to hurt a soul. So that's why he goes for easy. So that's the other thing. Some of my Scorpios, you or someone you're dealing with just really doesn't want to cause hurt or pain to anyone. So they're just like, you know, what is that? Morgan Wallen, just in case. I never fall in love, baby, just in case. So yeah, there's an energy here where he's like, well, you know, like, let's just avoid that. Let's just keep it easy. Let's just keep it on the skirt. Let's just keep it on the surface. But he also says, this is just how it is. It's so cold in this world nowadays, which, yeah, it is. I'm breaking down inside. I wish I could feel something before wallowing in my regrets. He's like, I've been numb, but I don't hate it. So someone here is like, man, I've been really numb, but I also don't hate it. So someone here is comfortably numb. Someone here is numbing out. And I was also hearing End of the Road by Boyz II Men. Although we've come to the end of the road. Someone just can't let go. It's unnatural, Scorpio. You belong to me. You belong to them. They belong to you. And you know it. And he says that in the song. He's like, we belong together and you know I'm right. So why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my mind? Seriously, though. And I don't know, Scorpio, whatever side of the fence you're on, because you can always be dealing with another Scorpio. The other person is like, whoa, hold up. I was also hearing We Should All Burn Together by Russ. He says, if this is all to end, then we should just all burn together. He's a lover and a fighter. So there's something about the juxtaposition. Again, Scorpio, there's something here about really like softening in the middle, like not being hardcore black or white, like not being hardcore or extremist in anything. And this can be like really ticking people off because they're like, no, you need to be all this or this. So what are you? And you're like, I'm not. I accept and I understand that I can be a diehard lover, but I can also be a fighter. I can be someone that wouldn't, but I can be someone in a snap of a second. If I need to, then I can get there. You know, so there's something here where someone is just present and they're also privy to like the yin and the yang, the water and the fire of life, the dark and the light of life. Like someone here has an acceptance of that and it's like they're realizing the world around them doesn't. He says a lot of human beings do life inside their mind because they're born into a bondage, a mental slavery till it's time to either croak or break the shackles. He says, I'm just trying to live as free as I can while I'm still existing in this world because it's hell until you break free from it. He also says, so I'm just going to break down all boundaries before the boundaries break me. So a lot of my Scorpios, you can be unconventional. You're breaking all the rules. Again, breaking the boundaries before the boundaries break you. That's kind of, again, like the relationship thing. Someone's like, well, our marriage can't end, or our situationship, whatever it is, can't end in all these shambles and whatnot because of cheating or blah, 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 because we're just so honest and authentic with each other that if I'm curious about something, I say it right then and there. And a lot of the time, Scorpio, not all the time, but a lot of the time, this is why there's loyalty in those connections, because getting curious and testing something else out isn't a matter of excitement because it's underhand and it's wrong. It's like just a genuine soul to soul. That is a really cool person. I really respect their athleticism. I really respect the musician they are. I really respect the artist they are. I really respect their culture. I want to know more about their culture. You know, there's just so much to experience in this life. And there's nothing wrong with someone wanting to have those multiple experiences, especially if they're being honest about it. So, Scorpio, someone also, there are a lot of masculine energies here. Scorpio, there can be men fighting over a lady. There can be men who are buddies as well behind the scenes and they hide it. This can be a guy who's married to a lady and she does not know that he bats for the other team on the sly. And again, Scorpio, there's nothing wrong with being bi, but are you being honest about it, or are you cheating on your partner with the same and being horrible about it and being evil about it as the high priestess comes out, literally. And that's why also something is ending, because secrets are no fun. Secrets can hurt someone, and they can also hurt someone physically. So get tested if you need to, Scorpio. Be careful out here. For some of my Scorpios, there's definitely new love, and that's the other part of it, right? Because it's like you do run that risk of every time you allow your person to, you know, get to know someone else, that they could end up leaving and wanting to go to that thing. But that just means that they're not yours anymore anyway. So enjoy the time. Like, nothing is permanent. There's something here about enjoying like the fleetingness of life, and someone is like still too attached. Like someone here is just full of love and acceptance and just honesty, and someone else here is still very possessive and envious and jealous. And so it's just not a match. Bless you.